Marky's helping Joni right now, and I was saying that you were my IT guy.
That's so
I know. All right. Hi, guys. Thanks for being here for the Snowman painting party. I am coming to you from California. My name's Karen Adamski with shamamama.com. And we have some people live right now. And then after this, we'll be able to watch this lesson. So we'll have people watching afterwards as well. But I wanted to ask real quick, is anybody on live currently that is in the snow? I think Ginger might be our only hope. Is it snowing where you are?
We're expecting a big snowstorm.
Oh, good.
It's not snowing yet, but we're expecting 12 to 20 inches.
Okay.
See my character here? He's got Wonder Bread, toilet paper, and milk.
That's all you need. If you're an abominable snowman, that's all you need. All right.
Well, no, that's the joke here, that when there's a snowstorm, that's what you have to go out and buy is bread and water and toilet paper.
And toilet paper. Yes, of course. I think that's kind of all over. Exactly.
Anywho.
So this is who we're going to be painting today. Little Snowman. This is a real easy lesson. It's good for all ages, but it's really fun and just kind of takes your mind off of whatever's going on. So I thought this guy, kind of reaching up to the sky, welcoming in whatever good is out there, catching those yummy snowflakes, just kind of maybe jumping for joy. Maybe think about those things when we're painting, like what's the emotion of your snowman, okay? So, ooh, somebody's here. Ooh, Pam Kitagawa's here. Dun, da, da, da. We should all do trumpets. Here she is. Dun, da, da, da.
Dun, da, da, da.
Dun, da, da, da.
Yay, Pam!
Welcome, Pam.
Hey, Pam. Hi, Pam.
Hi, honey. There you are.
Oh, so glad you're here.
You are. Huh?
Oh, what?
How cute you are.
Thanks.
You're adorable.
Yay, and now Donna's here. Yay, yay, yay. Hi, Donna. Oops, she's not on yet.
Okay, I'm eating, so that's why you don't see my picture. I didn't want to stuff my face.
Okay. That's okay, and it's probably all good if we mute ourselves. We unmuted ourselves to say hello to you, Pam.
Oh, I'm probably not
Donna.
muted either.
Hello.
Hello, hello. I'm so happy you're here.
I'm trying to get on to a bigger computer besides my phone. What, do you have a passcode?
No, there's no passcode. The only thing is I just have to let you in. So if you leave and then you come back on another computer, I'll get a little ding dong and then I'll promise I'll let you back in.
Okay, great. Okay. Let me see if I can do this. Okay.
So now, no worries. Okay, so we're gonna get started with our snowman. So this is a great lesson for any size canvas. If you don't have a canvas, you can just use a piece of paper. If you don't even have paper, if you have clay or something around, go ahead and use that. So just create in whatever way feels right to you and with whatever supplies you might have on hand. I think Haley tonight was going to try maybe using pastels. Are you still planning to do that, Haley?
I am actually just going to use paint. I have enough white paint. I think, so yeah, I was thinking maybe pastel, but I got a little nervous, so I said no.
Oh, no, nothing to be nervous about. So that's the thing with snowmen is you think about when you make a snowman, you're not even trying to be perfect. You're just trying to get it to all form together to make somewhat of a ball, right? So, and then all these snowmen are going to be different sizes and shapes, and some are smooth and some are lumpy. So don't even worry about it. We're just going to have fun. All right, so we're going to take our canvas and use, turn it from like a landscape. This would be considered a landscape, and this is considered portrait. So we're going to be doing a portrait painting today because we want to give this little guy room, to reach up to the sky. All right, and I don't know if you could see this on here. I'm reusing an old canvas that used to, let's see, had words on there, but it said Yosemite or bust. And this was a sign that I used with my mom when we were going on a road trip. So I just painted over it with white paint. And I thought, well, that's a really good lesson, right? So if you've got any kind of painting around, whether you bought the painting or whether it's a half finished painting and you're like, you know, just paint over it and start again. And then you don't have to go buy a new canvas. All right, so I just want to make sure, oops, hi Darcy, that you guys can see this okay. I'm going to adjust here.
I ordered ice.
You did? Oh, Dave's having Ike's for dinner. Am I too? Yay. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is grab our pencil. Or it doesn't even have to be a pencil. It could be a marker. It could be watered down paint. And we're going to.
Do we have to have my video on?
Videos on.
Let's see.
You don't have to see us. All we need to do is see the teacher.
Yeah, you guys just need to be able to see me. And I'm going to, those of you who are not speaking, just go ahead and mute yourself. That would be awesome, so we don't have so much background noise. So what I want you to kind of look at here is the halfway mark. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. Just draw a light line. And I'm putting that there because it's going to help our eye get anchored with, take a look at this guy. If you notice how his head, the top of his head is pretty much at the halfway mark here. So we're just going to use that, this halfway mark, as a mark for like the top of his head. And then it's up to you. How big is his head going to be? Just draw a snowman head, nice circle. And when you're happy with your circle, you can go ahead and do his shoulders or her shoulders, their shoulders. Can you guys see that okay? I think maybe not. I'm going to try putting that on a marker so that you guys can see it a little bit better, okay? All right, so you don't have to do this in a dark way, but I just want you guys to be able to see my snowman. I'm gonna make him have nice shoulders like that. All right, so that's the foundation of our snowman. And then after you get your snowman shape down, the foundation, then what we're going to do is fill in the background all around him. And our background, we're going to be using kind of a dark colored blue and magenta and white. If you don't have these colors, that's perfectly fine. Just grab something that is close to that, or grab something that you like. You could make the background any color you want. So basically, we're just making the sky in the background right now. So I'm going to put these paints on my palette. Let's see, I just want to make sure you guys, can you all hear me okay? Okay. I'm putting a little bit more blue than I am the magenta because it's a night sky that I'm going with. So it's mostly going to be blue, but when you mix blue and magenta together, they're really pretty. And then the key ingredient here is white. And where is it? I don't know. Where did it go? Hi. Okay, well, I have a backup thing of white here. Let me open this up. Oh, here it is. Okay, white. You always want to have white ready, actually, because it's always, everything looks better with a little bit of white in it. Everything looks deeper and more, it gives you different shades and tones. I need to put my apron on. And so keep in mind that this is a lesson you really can't mess up. So just have fun with it. Have fun with the colors that you're playing with. Notice how they mix together. Okay, so I've got some magenta, some blue, and some white. So I'm going to start with my white. And I'm going to kind of around the outline of this snow dude's head, I'm going to kind of paint just a base of white, almost like a halo or almost like his aura. You can't even see that. I know it looks invisible right now. But what this is going to do is give our snowman a little bit of a glow as we start adding paint. And as we go along, you guys, just unmute yourself if you have questions, or if you feel like I'm going too fast, go ahead and say, hey, lady, slow down. All right. The next part of this background, so I've got this nice little white layer here. I'm going to start putting some blue. I'm going to fill this whole space basically and the sides with blue and magenta. And I'm not really paying too much attention to the direction right here because I'm just kind of filling in and using all of the paint that I have on my brush. You notice the paint doesn't want to stick right around the edge here of the halo of the snowman, because I want it to kind of glow. So it'll be darker in the background for me. I'll take a little bit of this magenta here. And you just kind of start playing around and mixing these colors together. You don't want them to get muddy or dirty looking, but they start to create these kind of neat night skies, rather than just having a black sky or a dark blue sky. You know, getting that purple in there makes it a little bit more mystical, I guess you could say. I feel like the colors not quite right on the screen, but still working with these, figuring out these lights. Does that help a little? Look at that light. So this is like just like a time to spread your sky. You can scrub those colors in. You can kind of, you know, if you've got a little bit extra paint over here and not very much over here, you can kind of scoop some up and spread it around. And we don't want our background to be like super, super, super wet with paint, because we're going to be painting, you know, over our background a little bit as we move forward. So we want it to dry. And it'll dry pretty quickly. It probably depends on where you live and if you have your heater turned up high. I always, if I get impatient, I will put my painting next to the fireplace to let it dry, and it helps speed things along. I like to do the sides of my canvas, so you can have kind of a finished side on your canvas like this, where it sort of wraps the color around, or you can have that kind of more messier looking edge, that kind of, look, that was hand painted kind of a look, you know. So whatever look you're going for, if you do want to paint your edges, this is the time to do it, because you want them to merge into the, you know, be the same color as the background. Unless you don't want it to be the same color as the background. Sometimes it's cool to do something totally different than the background. This is also kind of a nice time to, you know, you can use your fingers to kind of smear some of these things around. Sorry about that. I've got this little thing here trying to keep this up so you can see it better. And I'm kind of spazzing out. But with this nice wet paint, it's kind of nice to just take your hand and your fingers and just sort of scrub it into the canvas. It makes some neat textures and neat tones. I'll hold this up here so you can see a little bit better. Oh, Suzanne is here. Hi, Suzanne. Thanks for being here. We, at this point, just so you know what we've got going on here, is we are painting a snowman. And it's going to look somewhat like this. So we have put in the figure, and now we are putting in the background. Easy peasy. And all of our paintings are going to look very different when we're done. That's the best part. And this is really a nice, easy lesson in terms of playing with color and just not being perfect by any means. Just, you know, doing whatever feels right and just let yourself have fun. This is not one of those painting, painting practices where you need to worry about direction or being perfect. This is just fun spreading of color.
Please tell us about a rise in armed robbers and carjackings among kids and young adults. Also coming up, the San Francisco District Attorney and the police chief coming together for Sunday United. We've got several.
So somebody has their news going in the background. Thanks. Thanks, appreciate that. I'm getting carried away with my guy's halo. But that's kind of what this is about, is just, you know, have fun and let yourself go. It doesn't have to be perfect. I like the blue for some reason tonight. But you know, you could do this and make a sunset in the background. You could do like a Florida snowman or Hawaiian snowman. You could do just a background that's like all made out of pink and orange. Like a missile pop, you know, like Lory Merriott is here. I think she's here still. She always paints with those colors. I could totally see a snowman rocking those colors. I kind of like this swirl I have going around him. I might leave it like that. You don't have to use your fingers. You guys use, use your brushes. You could use a sponge. You can use your fingers, you can use, you know, whatever speaks to you. And like I said, if anybody has any questions, just please unmute yourself. Or, you know, if you have anything that you'd like to share, because I know we have lots of creative people out there. So you may want to listen to somebody else's ideas, not just listen to me all night. Hey, Suzanne, I can see you now. So Suzanne, I know you got here a little late, and that's perfectly fine. If you have any questions along the way, just let me know and we'll get you caught up, okay? So yeah, at this point, we just put down our snowman body. His head is about halfway, the halfway mark, the top of his head. And then we just make a circle for his head, and then his shoulders, and then everything that's going on below here, we don't even have to worry about that. Oh, but wouldn't that be fun to make another canvas below here with his body in it, and then another canvas below that with like his feet? That would be kind of cool. You could stack canvases to build a snowman. Ooh, you could stack canvas, or you could like make a whole bunch, and then I could see Joni doing this, make a bunch of different snowman scenes, and then like you could stack them on the wall and change the snowman every day. You know, like you could build a whole set and be like, let's make the snowman fat today. Let's make the snowman have boobies today. You know, like you could do whatever you want, but change it around where they're like interchangeable. Ah, see, that's like when I'm painting, I get these really fun, creative ideas. I know you guys are probably the same way. How are you guys doing on your backgrounds? You want to hold them up real quick? You don't have to if it's not convenient, but if it is. Ooh, pretty Raquel, pretty Angela. Ooh, hey ho. Oh, look it, yay. Is that who's that, Cheyenne? No.
Yes, it's Cheyenne.
Hi, Cheyenne. You're so little in the computer. All right, yeah, good job, guys. So just keep filling in the background, because we won't move on. You don't move on to the next step until all of your background around the snowman is blue, or whatever color you're choosing. But good job, those were awesome. And it's okay not to have it all the same color. You know, it doesn't have to be all super like even. And if that's something that bothers you, not having everything perfect, try to just be a little bit messy. Just try to purposely let things not be perfect, because sometimes they turn out better that way. I want to put a little more magenta in my background, I think. Ooh, and look what I forgot to do is the bottom. So I've got my sides going here for the most part. So I want to make sure I get all my sides finished. But see how his snowman body comes like, we're wrapping the sky around. I'm going to just leave this part white so that I don't have to paint the snowman body over the blue. This looks like lapis. Lapis sky. I think that means that my snowman is going to be made of royal snow. Very royal snowman. Oh, I'm going to play something for you. So my grandma's bell is here. Haley will know this sound. But while we're painting, I'm going to play my grandma's music box bell for you. It's really old. I think it's from the 20s and 30s. Adding some yummy love magic to our paintings. And again, have fun with those colors. Have fun mixing and blending, seeing how the paints start to get sticky. What happens when you add a new paint to sticky paint that's almost dry. Just have fun. Okay. I think I'm pretty happy with my snowman guy here. It's okay that these edges here are kind of messy because we're going to be filling, filling in this white area with snow, with white paint. So it's okay that there's like mess here. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. I am going to, how are you guys doing with the backgrounds? Why don't we see? Is anybody feeling really super far behind? If you are, hey Donna. Oh, beautiful. You guys are doing a fabulous job. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, we'll get to move on to stars because you are all stars. So here, what you want to do is pick a brush that might be kind of stiff, like a big brush that's stiff, or if you have a stippling brush, you can use that. This is what a stippling brush might look like, because it's something that you can put some paint on here and then drag your thumb across, and it's going to spray kind of paint. So even an old toothbrush would work for something like this. And if you guys have any questions, just let me know. What I'm going to do is put a little bit more white paint on my canvas. And then I'm going to dip my brush into some water because I want to get some moisture in it. I don't want my paint too thick. And then I'll show you how we make these yummy stars. So here's my white paint. Here, just a little bit. I'm going to dip my stippling brush in my rinse water and just kind of get some kind of liquidy white paint going here. I know that probably sounds horrible in your ears. I'm so sorry, but I need to mix this. And you want your brush to kind of look like this, where it has some good white paint on it, but also that it's got some water, some good moisture in there too. Okay. And when you've got that going on, then all you do is take your paint here with your thumb and kind of aim the painting, or aim the brush at the painting, and just let these little stars kind of come out. Or it could be snow, in the background. You can see a little bit of that. I don't know if you can. Let's see if I can make it bigger for you. All right. You see those stars? Looks like little galaxies back there. You might get ones that are bigger and smaller. We can add some bigger stars as we go, but these are the ones that are exploding in the sky.
Hey, Mom,
Yeah,
can you show Cheyenne the original painting like that we're basing this off of?
yeah,
We missed it before.
that's okay. This is what we're working off of.
Okay.
Yeah. So we
Okay.
have, let me see if I can put him here while I'm painting. Wouldn't that be so smart?
I see. Okay, perfect. I'm just trying to get creative with it, and I'm trying to think of what I want to do with my background. But I was like, what are we
Yeah,
going for?
I wonder. That might be asking. Oh yeah, no, that's not even gonna work.
That's okay. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's okay. But that's a good reminder because it's good to kind of be like, okay, what are we painting again? So I was telling everybody earlier, like, as he's reaching up, it's like give thought to what is he reaching for, you know, pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's just doing the happy dance.
Thanks, Mom.
All right. So we've got some nice stars in there. So now I'm gonna take like a smaller brush and add some more stars. So just like a little, like a detail fine brush. And I've got my white paint on the canvas already. So I'm going to just put some bigger, you know, they could be stars. Like I said, they could be drips of snow, just here and there. I'm gonna put you on mute while my dogs bark. Apologies. Hush. Okay, I think they're done. You can also add some little, you know, like little stars.
Karen,
And it's, yes.
sorry. I missed what you were you just putting in bigger snowflakes, or what are the big things?
Yeah.
Stars?
Yeah. So what do you want them to be? They could be, so I just kind of went like this, dot, dot, dot. And then you can, after that, if you want to, you can put some little stars like this.
Okay. Thanks.
If you want to. Or what if they're snowflakes? I don't know. It's up to you because you are the artist.
I didn't hear what you said you were doing because I got distracted. So I just wanted to find out. Thanks.
Yeah, no, thanks for asking because I'm sure other people are too. I get distracted as well. I already did because I wanted to play with that snowman painting still. So I hear ya. All right. So when you feel like your sky is looking like you want it to look, then we're going to move on. And what we're going to do, let's see, does anybody have any guesses on what we're going to put on next? Monet has a guess.
The arms.
You're so smart. Why do you think the arms?
It was Cheyenne's idea. Do you want to say why?
I was just thinking the arms because we want to get a good idea of everything else that we're going to put around it. Like when we put the nose up, and just how we're going to center everything, whatever, which way you're going to reach.
Yeah, that's very good. And also it's like a layering. What we're doing is layering. And you think about, are his arms laying on top of his body, or are his arms in his body, right? They're actually in his body. So we want to paint his arms first, and then we want to put the snow over his arms. And it's not a big deal, but it is kind of a good lesson in painting in general, that, you know, anything you're painting, you want to start from the farthest thing away and then move closer and closer and closer and closer. But his arms come out of him. So the arms come before the snow. Good deal. You guys are so smart. All right, so give some thought to what you want your little guy to look like, or his arms. All right, and for this one, you probably want to get somewhat of a smaller brush. I think I'm going to use, it's not too big, because I don't want my guy to have giant loggy arms. I just want him to have branchy arms. So I'm just going to use the white paint for now, just to kind of mark things out. And I'm just going to give thought to a branch that maybe has fallen off of a tree and let it go up almost to the top of the sky there. And the branch is usually a little bit thicker at its base. My arms are like this. They're thicker up there. They're sturdy arms. And they don't have to be nice and straight, because that's not how branches grow. And when I'm doing this, I like to do kind of so like 4 branches, like the 4 fingers almost, and then like a thumb down here. I like to do that, but you don't have to. And this is, like I said, this is just a quick outline. Okay. And another reason I'm using the white first is, yes, it's giving us kind of a sketch in a way, but it also is going to help our brown pop a little bit easier, rather than just going over the blue, because the brown and the blue are both dark. It's always kind of fun to have something in your painting go off the canvas a little bit. There we go. I'm pretty happy with that. And then from there, once you get your white, your sketch down here, you can bring in some brown. And when I'm using brown for any kind of a tree branch or trunk of a tree, anything wood related, I like to use kind of a darker brown and then a lighter or even a bronze. This is a bronze. Just because when you kind of mix the two together, they naturally just start looking like a branch. You want to get kind of a darker brown and a lighter brown. And then a little bit of white, because that's going to give even your branch some depth. Okay, where did I lose my white again? Oh, there it is. I keep losing my white paint. It's like it's invisible. All righty. So I'm going to just continue to use that same brush that I used just a second ago to put those branches in. And what I'm going to do is dip in the dark brown and a little bit of the light brown. And just kind of get them both in there, maybe even a little smidge of white if I want to. And then I'm just going to start here at the base and just kind of drag this up real lightly. Looks like about wet paint here. And you can even twist your brush a little bit as you're painting. So if you've got your brush nice and loaded, with your fingers, you can just kind of twist and twist and twist as you're pulling it up. Because that's going to just give you this nice kind of branchy, woody look It's also a nice practice because you have absolutely no control other than guiding the brush in the direction. And it's nice to give up control. Just give it a shot. So again, dipping a little bit of dark brown, a little bit of light brown, smidge of white. And then just getting it in there and dragging it through. And you might find that you have some texture in there too, where it's like, ooh, that's like really, really thick. And then one part's not so thick. That's okay, because that's going to give you some more depth. Any questions? You guys let me know. And as you're doing these branches, if you start to feel like, it's like, they're looking too dark, then just, put a big blob of white on there and pull it through. Just do whatever makes your eye happy. Nails are looking pretty good. So I'd say like do 2 or 3 kind of layers of that dragging. Just giving it a little bit of texture. And I don't know if you noticed when I started painting these branch arms on here, I didn't give any attention to where the stars were or where the snowflakes were. I think I actually covered one of those ones that I made look like a star. I just went right over the top of it, and that's perfectly fine. When stars are out or when snowflakes are falling, they don't get out of the way, of your view. They're there. Sometimes we cover them up. So when you paint that way and you don't give a whole lot of thought to placement, it can actually make your painting look a little bit more natural. All right, how you guys doing on your arms? Yay, good. Are you giving thought to what the arms are reaching up for? Up for the heavens, up for joy, reaching for, ooh, Angela, look at yours. I love it. That looks like a yoga snowman. I like it. Like. Oh, that's so beautiful. Who's holding their painting? Oh, that's Donna. I see Donna. Oh, I see you in there. Good job, guys. Oh, I love those stars. Look at those beautiful stars on Donna's screen. I know Donna's mama. All right, so after you guys get your arms down, then we get to start building our snowman. And this is really just about white paint and putting some texture down. So we'll put like 1 layer of white. You might want to add a little bit of yellow into that if you want to make him a little bit sunnier. Oh gosh, that could be yellow snow. I didn't even think about that. I was thinking like a sunnier glow. Yeah, but you can make your snowman out of any color snow you want. Yellow snow's good. But first we'll put on some white. Sometimes I add some cream to it. If you have cream paint, that sometimes adds a little bit of depth. And then after we get that one layer down, then we'll take a brush and put some kind of stipply texture in there. So we've got, you know, some good snow crunchy texture. Okay. So the next step is all about building the snowman. Get some more white. Okay. And this is where we can, you know, you can kind of just drag your brush along the edges and make sort of an outline. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we do give the snowman a little bit of form by putting that kind of ring there. Now, maybe you want your snowman to be nice and lumpy. It's up to you. And then I know we have, you know, this nice round chin here, but it doesn't have to be nice and round. That's not how it naturally is when you make a snowman. I mean, you can make two nice clean circles here if you want to, or you could give them a bit of a, you know, a double chin if you want to, or a wobbly chin. And then as you come by these arms, you just pull that snow right over the top of that arm. And now we naturally see with our eye that the branch is behind the snowman. It's not, you know, looking like it's in the front. So give thought to, like, when you're making a snowman, you're not like, ooh, super, super soft and smooth and making sure everything, you're like, boom, 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 packing things in there, right? So you can give the snowman some of that texture where you're kind of dabbing and swishing. I just merged my, so I had some wet paint here with the tree trunk or the tree branch, and it pulled some of that brown into the snowman, and that's perfectly fine because it doesn't, you know, it doesn't have to be super, super clean. Okay.
I think a road trip to see Pat in the new year would be a great idea.
Is that you, Raquel?
Yes, I'm so sorry.
So what you doing for New Year's?
Oh. My sister texted me and asked me about going to see our Aunt Pat in a couple weeks. So
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
I was
Sorry,
totally.
I was unmuted.
That's okay. I was giving you a hard time. I really was not expecting you to tell me what you were doing. That's
being
funny.
a bad student, but I did my arms, so I was looking for my light, and then here it is.
And then you get sidetracked too. Sometimes that I'm like that. It's all good.
I know.
You don't have to. You don't have to like be all super paying attention. You can be doing two things at once. It's you do however you do. You do whatever works for you. So it's all good. Yeah. You're not being a bad student.
I'm not a very good multitasker these days.
I know, same. I hear ya.
Get to the paint.
Yeah. So you can see here, there's some texture in there. It doesn't have to be super, super thick, but just, you know, just kind of some little blots here and there. I'm going to show you again our original model.
That painting really makes me smile. Thank you for showing.
I was just having this thought in my head. If I sit here and do this long enough, do you think they would just start leaving one by one?
Miss Karen.
Yes, yes. Who's speaking? Hi, honey.
I wanted to make him like a beige shirt right here.
Ooh, yes. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, what makes you want to put a beige shirt on him? Is there a story behind that, or that's just kind of what you're visualizing?
That's kind of what I'm visualizing.
All right, I love it. Good job, hun. Does anybody else want to share their snowman so far? Look at Haley. Oh, look at that glow behind your snowman. That's looking good. Good, good, good. Anybody else? Ooh, Joni, is that yours?
Yeah.
Love it. Love, love, love. I love Raquel's. Good job, guys.
You can't see the arms very good at that.
They look scary.
They look scarier. Was that Lori's? Wait, I just got really confused for a second. Oh, okay. You guys are all going boop, 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 moving all around. All right. So after you get your snow down and get some nice texture in there, then we get to start giving some thought to his carrot nose. So this is fun. So if you notice on here, the carrot doesn't go all the way to the top. I want to leave some room in my painting for sure, because I want to have a nice little snowflake balancing on his nose. You don't have to, but this is time to start giving some thought to how long of a carrot nose are you going to have, okay? And then, The snowman's carrot. Yeah, Dave says this snowman's carrot does not go all the way to the top. So you give thought to your snowman's carrot and how high will it go? And you also notice his carrot doesn't just start like right in the top of his head. We start it down here with a little bit of a curve, and this is going to give us that illusion of him like looking up at the sky, okay? So I'm going to just sort of sketch in again with a little bit of white paint, just like we did the arms, and kind of sketch in the carrot. And when I like my carrot nose, then I'll go ahead and start filling it, all right? I'm going to move on with that. And again, any questions, you guys just let me know. I'm going to use a nice little fine brush for this one. You could use a bigger one if you want to. It's just artist's choice. You use what works for you. I'm just going to take a little bit of white. And the first thing I'm going to do is, I'm going to use the end of my brush because my paint's still kind of wet, but I'm going to kind of carve in a little bit of a disc here. Actually, I'm going to do it with brown so you guys can see. So just putting that little kind of crescent moon, that's the base of our carrot. And once you get that in there, you can't really go wrong. That's the key to the carrot. And then from there, I'm going to figure out, I want my nose to probably be about here, I think. So that's going to be the tip of my nose. So I'm just going to kind of drag down to this little crescent. Same thing, drag down. Now carrots are lumpy and bumpy too. So don't worry if you hit a bump or it goes a little wonky sideways, it's A-okay. And then because this has the blue back here, I don't want my carrot to look too muddy. So I'm going to put a light base of white down, just a real light base that'll dry quickly. And then I'm going to put my orange on top of that. And that's going to make our carrot bounce a little bit more, pop. So really, we're just kind of sketching right here with our paint, in a sense. Giving yourself a nice little foundation. And then if you have orange paint, go ahead and you can use that for your carrot. And if you don't, then mixing some yellow and red will serve you well. Although use a lot of yellow and just a little drop of red, because red is way stronger than yellow. So making orange, like this orange here, came from the bottle, but this orange probably has like, 50 drops of yellow to maybe 4 drops of red, or maybe 8 drops of red. Yeah, so red's a very, very strong color. And my white, I just put that thin layer down there, so it's dry enough now for me to just kind of drag this orange here. And you might notice as you're doing this, your eye might get kind of happy. Might make your brain feel a little bit happy as you start putting orange next to the blue. Just pay attention to those two colors together and see how that makes you feel. Okay, so that's one layer of orange. Mine's probably going to need another layer, so I'm going to just kind of let that dry a little bit, and then I'll go back over it with another layer. And while it's drying, I'm going to start giving some thought to I'm going to start giving some thought to his holly that I'm going to put around his neck. Like on this one here, I put some holly and a little star, but you could do whatever you want. You could just put holly, you could just put leaves or berries, you could put ornaments around his neck. You could make a nice necklace like I'm wearing. Wouldn't that be nice on him? Little ornaments. So you can start giving some thought to that, but I'm going to get my green paint going so that I can start sketching in a little bit of the greenery that I want to put around his neck while my carrot is drying. All right, and you can use any color green you want. I'm going to kind of use this bright poppy green right now. I think I'm going to use this and probably maybe a darker green, mix them together. That's a good artist tip, is to use, whenever you're working with greenery, to use a couple of different shades of green, not just one. And then often you'll find that you find happier plants when you use a little bit of yellow in your paint as well. I know that's in green, but okay, so I've got some dark green and bright green. And I'm just gonna kind of, I think I'm gonna go with the holly. I'm just gonna give some thought to where that's gonna go. So it's gonna be kind of coming from around his neck. So it's okay if it looks a little bit messy, because if you think about when you put greenery together, you're usually kind of taking different branches and different leaves and kind of mushing them together to make an arrangement. So just putting a basic Some basic greenery here is helpful. I want to make sure I'm getting that star in there too. Let me think about this. I'm going to put a little bit of my, use this gold that I have here. You could use gold or yellow, whatever color star you want to put in. Just give some thought to placement. I think I'll make this go over. You know, really, it might have been easier if I had started with the star, but that's okay. Things don't always go as planned. That's going to work just fine. So this is just a rough outline. I'll probably put some nice yellow in here, something nice and poppy. This is just a little bit of the bronze that I have left over from my branches. There we go. Perfect. And then I probably want to have one more kind of holly leaf, I think, in here. I want to kind of maybe go over. There's no right or wrong here. You're just kind of think about playing with greenery, you know, and whatever looks good to your eye. It's all good. And if you didn't want to do greenery, you could do a scarf around his neck. That'd be even easier. I'm going to add a little bit of white on here just to lighten it up and start giving it a little bit of direction. So this is just kind of a lot of layers. It's okay, just sort of just keep filling it in until you're like, oh, that looks pretty, I like it. And again, we're not striving for perfection here. Another thing that makes our eye happy is when we overlap, when we put one thing on top of another thing. It makes our eye happy, it makes our brain happy. So see how there's these leaves are kind of starting to go over in, you know, the star in places that it makes the pieces kind of fit together in our brain, makes our head happy. Okay. So my orange is pretty much dry, and now my green is pretty wet. So I'm going to go back up to my orange and add another little layer of, what's it called? Orange. I'm also going to put a little bit of yellow in it, I think, just to give it a little bit of a highlight. So we don't need a lot of yellow, just a little smidge. I can find it. Green, bronze, there it is. So I'm just going to add a little smidge of yellow to my carrot. And you could also just use white if you wanted to. I'm just going to drag this orange in here because it's going to give it that, we want kind of an opaque look. You don't want to see the sky through that. So this is where you can start putting a little bit of direction. You think about, you know, how the carrots have those horizontal stripes kind of that run around them, those rings. You can give a little bit of thought to that as you're painting these in if you want. Okay, so I'm liking that. I think I'll take just a smidge of white and just kind of put a little stripe right down there. And just gives it a little bit of dimension. No rhyme or reason, just a little bit of orange, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of stripy white shadow in there. And voila, you have a carrot. So you could make a corn cob pie. You could give him button nose. 2 eyes made out of coal. Liking that. My green's still pretty wet, so I'm going to go ahead and give some attention to his face now. If anybody feels like I'm going too fast, just let me know. Cheyenne, do you want me to slow down a little bit, hun? No, you're good? Okay. It's all good. Haley totally called you out. So this guy, you can give some thought to, what is your snowman's face going to look like? What are his eyes going to look like? So his eyes, if you see here, the base of his eyes are just about even, maybe a little higher than that crescent nose base that we put in. So that gives you a good placement. And then whatever kind of face or smile, where what if you do a frown? I don't know. Hopefully you don't. I don't know. If you're feeling sad, give some thought to how your guy is going to roll. Okay. So, and we do the face with just a little bit of black paint on a very small brush. So this is where you want to use again, that like little detail brush with a little bit of black paint. And don't get nervous about putting his face on, because, you know, when you're out in the snow, you just shove some charcoal in the snow, right? And make his eyes, and you're not giving a whole lot of thought to like, oh gosh, I want it to be perfect. I'm not sure. So you're free from that worry here, because, you know, wherever you put it, it's going to be just fine. Okay, so a little bit of black. I'm going to give this guy, so here's the crescent, and go a little bit higher. And put a nice little eye there. And give him a nice little eye here. He doesn't have a button nose. He has a carrot nose. He's cute. Hello. I'm coming to life. I have friends out there. So after you put some of the black in there with his eyes and mouth, you can also use some of that black that's on your brush and start putting a little bit of detail in your greenery here and there. It might seem weird to put black in there, but we need black and white, just like we need salt and pepper sometimes. Yeah.
My face took a long time to dry. It just finished. So when you started your carrot, you did like a half circle. Is that right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, yeah, let me show you.
Thanks. Sorry.
Don't be sorry, thanks for asking. So what we're gonna focus on is give some thought to where do you want the top of his nose to be? You know, you might want it to be so long it goes off the canvas and doesn't even have the snowflake on there. It's up to you. And so you just kind of want to go a little bit down from his forehead because you see his carrot doesn't just start right here.
Right.
We want to go over, you know, down here a little bit. And then you see how this is just like a little, it's like the little inside part of an acorn top, right? Or that little pillow, little bed there. So you just start with that, like that part.
Okay.
And then you make a dot up here. And then you just go, and then you fill it in.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, no problem. See, this guy has a droopier smile and this guy has a wider smile. This guy looks a little goofier. And it's perfect, you know? It's the way it goes. It's the way it is with snowmen. Next, I want to make sure I still have some lines showing through here. So I want to make sure my carrot is nice and opaque. Opaque means not clear. You can't see through it. It's really solid. Because have you ever seen a see-through carrot growing out of a snowman's face? Probably not, right? Yeah.
Miss Karen,
Yes, ma'am.
can I show you mine?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh, I love it.
Thank you.
Oh, and your shirt on the snowman is so cute. My snowman, in my head, he's naked from his neck down. At least you put some clothes on yours. That's really, really cute. Good job.
Thank you.
Those are nice eyes, too.
Butter knife, big butter knife, huh?
Okay. We've got our nice carrot there. Now we've got our star. I'm going to start putting a little bit more yellow on my star just because I'm personally choosing to have the yellow star. But you can do whatever feels right to you. And I'm again just sort of layering the paint on here. It's not perfect. And that is the beauty of it. That's the fun of it. I have a little bit of my orange still on there and it's bleeding into the star and I kind of like it. And it's okay when you guys are painting with your paintbrushes. If you want to really get in there and scrub that paint in there, you don't have to be super gentle with your brushes. It's okay. You know, it's they're very resilient. Okay, a little bit more green. Just around the edges. So I'm gonna go over my greenery here one more time and just sort of sharpen up these edges. I think my dog's on the coffee table. I'll be right back. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? There's not even any food there. I'm pretty sure she was, but I just got green in there. And when your eye sees something that makes it happy, just go with it. And if you guys are enjoying painting snowmen, you know, think about all the different kinds of paintings you could make. You could make, like I said, the other sections of him. You could make a landscape painting with a snow family out there, you know, in the distance. There's lots and lots of different paintings that you could do. It could be your winter art. Bring it out every winter. And if for some reason you finish with this and you're like, I just really am not vibing with this snowman, and you don't see yourself vibing with it anytime soon, you can just paint over it. But in this moment, we're creating and we are having a good time. And that is what it's all about. Somebody's got their microphone on. Wouldn't mind muting that. Thanks, guys. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. So I've got his neck stuff going here. I'm going to put some red berries in here, and I'm going to show you a real easy technique to make berries. Super easy. All you need is red and white, or you could use magenta and white, whatever color berries you want. Just pick that color with a little bit of white. And then, you know, depending on what it was that you like, maybe you have a pencil laying around, the end of the pencil that you sketched your snowman, maybe you can use the end of that. I'm going to just use the end of a paintbrush. It's kind of rounded. You could use like the eraser on the end of the pencil. That's always a good thing. And all you do is you take a little bit, you dip the end of that tool in there and put a little bit of white on it too. Let's put that white on there. Okay, so see how we have a little bit of red and a little bit of white? And then all you do is you just push it on. You just boop, boop, boop. You just press the dot on like you're putting on a sticker. So this gives you a nice, you can even turn it a little bit. That's going to give you a nice round berry, and it's also going to give you some nice color. Let me show you. See how nice and round those are? So you just dip the end of your pencil or the end of your paintbrush into those colors and then press it in. Let me show you here. Here's one. I like to do berries in threes, but you can do whatever floats your boat. That's a nice little tip for, you know, if you've got anything that you're doing where you need circles, bubbles, lollipops. Almost like a rubber stamp, just boop, boop, boop. And the key is just dabbing it and making sure that you have two colors of paint at least in there so that that mixes together and kind of swirls. So that's some pretty happy berry holly action going on there. No, I have a pretty fat nose, don't I? Embrace your fat nose. It's good. Handsome, handsome snowman. All right, so you guys, after you've got your face down, you can kind of go through and clean things up. This guy's got some brown paint on his face. I want to cover that up. I might want to clean up some of these lines on the holly. Might want to add some little white highlights to my branches. And then I'm going to finish the painting with a snowflake on his nose. But I've got a little bit of cleaning up to do. So take a look at your painting and see what speaks to you, see what needs a little bit of attention. And if you need any advice or second thoughts, just let me know. I'm going to take a little bit of this white and bronze and kind of feel like this arm needs some pepping up or something.
When you did the carrot, did you layered the yellow on top of the orange? You didn't mix them together?
I kind of mixed them together. I really did layer it more on there because I was wanting to just put some swipes in there of yellow, but once it gets on there, it's okay to, you know, merge them and smush them together a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Giving a little bit more dimension to my snowman nose here.
Miss Karen,
Yes.
I actually put more stars on stars, like, cause there's like little dots. Cause I used this toothbrush and then dipped it in the white paint and then just flicked it on.
Perfect. Perfect. It looks really pretty. Are you happy with it?
Yeah.
Good. Very, very good.
Thank you.
Yay. It's looking really good so far. So if anybody has questions about touch-ups, let me know.
Oh, Karen, I need your help.
Okay.
There's a few things going on here.
Okay, let me see.
So here's what we got. Here's my guy.
Oh, he just woke up in the morning and he's stretching. He's going like this.
Yeah, so he's got his little shaka, you know, everything's cool. So what I'm worried about right now is how am I going to make this? I'm going to do the 2 strings for the bow, but how do I make this look more like a bow?
Can you hold it a little closer to the camera for me?
Because I even like looked it up online and like I just don't know how to make it look more popping. I know I should make it bigger, but I'm just kind of debating on how I should make it pop.
Yeah. Let's see. What if we did? Okay, so you've got the face here, right? He's coming like this. So you've got that little knot there. I think if you do more of a
oh, there we go.
And they don't have to be the same. But and then that's because you have loops when you're making a bow.
Just make
you
the
could
loops.
even go, you know, you could give them a bow tie if you want. But I think it's the loops that might be missing.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe around.
Yeah, does that, I know that's really messy, but does that help?
Yeah. I get what you're saying now. I should do more of a bigger swoop.
I think so. You don't see the loops in there. And if you don't want a bigger swoop, you can put a white center in one of those smaller swoops so that you're seeing through so that you have that loopy action going on.
I like that. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's what's, yeah, you're doing a great job. There's just like little things, there's little layerings and those little like, just being able to see through the center of a bow. It's like so simple, right? But you know, sometimes it just helps to have somebody point it out.
Yeah, and as I'm just like looking at it, I even looked it up on my phone. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna ask on how I can make it look at least like it's popping out a little bit. But bigger swoops, I will try first.
Yeah, yeah, awesome. Perfect.
Thanks, Mom.
No problemo. feeling like my nose needs a little more yellow. Yeah, so this is kind of the fun stage where you get to really just play around and be like, what do I want to put where? Just cleaning up, touching up.
Karen?
Yeah.
Well, I have this issue, and I don't know if it's because I didn't let the white for the nose dry long enough, but when I'm putting on the orange, it's coming off underneath, and now it looks all like, can you see it? It's all lumpy and weird, and it won't lay down flat.
I don't see it. So what's the lumpy? Where is it? Can you point to it?
Do you see the blue coming through there? That streak of blue. So when I'm painting there, it's not just laying down; it's moving the paint, the white paint underneath, and so it's showing. And then now it's like clumps of paint.
Yeah, just let it dry. It's probably just the and are you using all acrylic, or do you have any oil in there mixed?
No, all acrylic.
Okay, it's probably just that it's not fully dry.
Okay.
And we're doing this kind of fast, so it's like, you don't have to do it fast, it's all good. But when we go at this speed, sometimes it doesn't dry fully. So just let it dry. It's all good. Okay, I'm going to touch up his little mouth here, I think. It needs to be a little bit thicker, I feel like, on mine. And then I think I'm going to go around the edges of my snowman and his body and make it look a little bumpier along the edges. Not so clean on the edges, because I want a little more texture to him. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but you can. I'll show you here in a second, and then you can figure out if you want to do that or not. I need to touch up his little messy face. Another tip is if you've recently been using black or a dark color and then you switch over to white with that same brush, really, really, really double check your brush, because if you have one little bit of paint left in there, it can really mess up your nice clean white. There you go. I'm just cleaning up the edges along here. I'm going to do the same thing down here. I'm going to use this white to kind of clean up these little messy greenery edges. Star. All right, I'm feeling pretty good about that. I think I want his armpits to look a little darker here. I'm going to drag some darker brown movement in here, again, twisting my brush. I like that. All right. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and put in that little bit of extra texture I was telling you about. And I have this, this stippling brush that I had used when I made the stars. What I'm going to do here is dip it in white paint, and then just get it kind of packed in there nicely. Ooh, it's got red in it. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope. Let me get this white packed in there nicely. And I'm going to go around the edges of my snowman here and there and kind of make him look a little bit lumpier around the edges than he does now. I'll try to see if I can bring him over here. So like right here on his cheek. And see how that kind of makes his cheek just look a little bit more not so straight edged. It looks more like packed in snow. I think it's a little bit difficult to see on the screen. Oh, it just got messy face. Look at that, what I just did. See that messy face? Oh, that's why, okay. Yikes. There we go. So I'm just kind of pushing the brush in to give it a less of a straight edge on my snowman. All right, that gives you an idea. So it just makes the edges look a little bit fluffier rather than straight. It's not that big of a deal, but just another technique. And finally, I'm going to go up here and put a snowflake on his nose. And I'm also going to give thought to if there's falling snow here, where might it get caught? He might get a little bit of snow on the tips of his finger branches. He, you know, or in these little crevices. He might get a little bit of snow on his holly, you know, just here and there. You can give thought to that. But what I'm going to do is get my little tiny brush again, that detail brush, and some white. I'm just going to start putting in those little details. So your snowflake can be any kind of snowflake that you want it to be. So you get to kind of figure out that design. There are no two snowflakes that are exactly alike. So what I usually will do is just kind of start up here and balance the base of the snowflake right there on his nose. I think I'll do a little square. I think this one I'm going to make a little bit longer. And then I'm going to put little ziggy zags on each branch of my snowflake. So this is where we get to just kind of have fun, be dazzling in a way. Our little snowflake. It's fun. You see that? I'm just putting these little, just like little arrows, little chevrons in there, but you can do whatever you want to do. If you guys have paint pens, this is a good tool to have. Making snowflakes with a paint pen can sometimes give you a little bit more control than you get with a paintbrush. But that's okay. And you might want to put glitter on your snowflake. You may want to put rhinestones in it, or you might want to make it silver instead of white. You can really bling it up. I think if I were to put a rhinestone on here, I'd probably put it right here in the middle of the snowflake. I think that would be really pretty. Okay, there's a bee in here painting with us tonight. I don't know if you can hear him. Hey, little dude, you want to get on the camera? Here. All right, so I'm pretty happy with that snowflake. Got it balancing right there on the end of his nose. I like it. Then I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of snow here on the tops of his fingers. Just wherever you think the snow might get caught, if you like that. If not, you can make him super naked. Like that. And then if you want to add any extra little stars in there, it's part of that cleaning up. All right. I'm pretty happy with that. How are you guys all doing here? Angela, oh, let me see. Is that a Hawaiian necklace? Kinda, he's got a Hawaiian vibe to him.
Yeah, after the fact, I thought, oh, I'm kind of trying to maybe make it kind of lay looking. We'll see.
That's totally what I see.
So far, so good.
I love it. He looks very happy.
Yes, I followed after yours. Mine wanted to be very happy.
Yay. I love him. Good job.
Thank you, Raquel.
Who else wants to show theirs? Why don't I go? I'll go around and I'll call so we don't have chaos. But if you guys don't want to, if you don't want to share, you don't have to. Just say pass. Okay, Raquel, let's see. How are you?
I'm not close to being done yet, but that's.
Oh, no, yeah, look at you. Oh, that's going to be cute.
Thanks.
Like it. Love, love, love. How about you, Joni? He's super cute.
I love it.
That's super cute. I love him. And I love the, you see that stripe, the band going around? It's like that adds to the whole glowing kind of whimsical sky. I like it.
No, snowstorm.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks really good. Good job. All right, Haley and Cheyenne, how about you guys?
So I am almost done. Cheyenne's still working.
Oh, how cute. Look at it's the ugly carrot.
I know. I wanted a wonky carrot.
Yeah, I love it. Oh my God.
Thanks.
Love.
Hold on, I
Thank
really
you.
want to show you guys.
Maybe come back for
Give
Cheyenne.
me literally 4 minutes, and I'm excited to show
Yeah,
you.
yeah. We'll give you that. It's all good.
Thanks.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Is that Donna? Let's see. I can't. Everybody's moving around again. I don't want to forget anybody here. There we go. Oh, that's so cute. Yours has a Hawaiian vibe to it too. The leaves. You guys can't get away from that, can you? Love, love, love. Is that Donna's? Oh, those are so cute, you guys. That's a nice little set. That's so sweet. I love it. Thank you for sharing. And Lory, I know you're not on camera. That's okay. Suzanne, how are you doing? I don't want to rush you. I know you got a later start, so no pressure at all. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me take a look. That is just fabulous. I'm liking the shadowing. Ooh, you've got a curve to your carrot. That's good. I like your stars. Very beautiful.
Nice job, friend. I like it.
Absolutely. Nice job. Oh, Karen Adamski's been very quiet today. Where is her? Where is she? Because I'm David Adamski. And Ginger, how's yours going? You're the snow woman. You're the one that's in the
It
probably
needs
the
work.
coldest.
It needs a lot of work. I'm having issues with it needing to dry before I can do, stuff.
Yeah, that's common. Oh, so cute. Oh, look at his scarf.
I went with a scarf because I felt the leaves were going to be too difficult. I'm having scarf anxiety right now.
You know that when you're making a scarf, sometimes that same technique where you take the brush and you just guide it and sort of twist it. If you do the same thing with a larger brush, and it'll sort of make curves and bumps in your scarf that just looks really natural. That might help you. But I think it looks really super sweet.
All right.
I think sometimes we're our own, worst critic. We see that a lot when people are being creative. So be kind to yourself.
Tomorrow it's snowing, it will be easy.
And you might get the itch. You might be like, oh, now I know I'm going to make another snowman, and then I'm going to make another one. You could be just sit in the snow and look out the window out there and paint more snowmen. There you go. If you do, let me know, because I'd love to see them. And Sherry, I know you are not on camera either, but I know you're here. Thank you.
We're just enjoying watching.
Oh, good. Is Lionel there? Hi, Lionel.
Yeah, Lionel's sleeping now, but he loves your voice. So thank you.
He's so welcome. Yeah, that makes me happy that he likes my voice. I'm glad somebody does. I'm joking, but sometimes I think people get tired of it. Actually, I've been getting tired of my own voice lately. I've been practicing ukulele alone, and I'm like so tired of myself. Like I want to play with other people so badly. But someday. I guess I made myself go away.
Can we see Haley's friend now?
Cheyenne. Oh, you've got people waiting on you, Cheyenne. You've got fans out there.
So here he is. I gave him a little top hat.
That's so cute.
He has the bow tie with the with the mistletoe.
That's so cute.
And he's just hanging loose.
I love him.
Yeah.
And his little smirky smile.
Yeah,
That's like, oh,
up to no good. Love that.
I
Yes.
love it. Love it.
I love it
Perfect.
I
too.
love all of your guys's too. I like how we all kind of did our own little creative twists. I love the
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a top hat too.
yeah.
Isn't that cute? Can you put it on?
Hand holding it.
Yeah,
Excellent.
we're getting the snow off.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
So, what is his name? We should all name our snowmen. Or
Oh, mine is
people.
for sure Kevin.
Kevin. Hello, Kevin. Welcome to the world.
What's yours? Oh, definitely like a Neville. No, I wanted to be a girl.
A girl?
Nelly.
Nelly?
Yeah.
Nelly. That's nice. Nelly?
What about yours?
Mine, this is Stan.
Yeah.
Stan the snowman.
Ooh, like that.
Mwah. What's yours, Raquel? Boy, girl,
I don't know yet.
undetermined.
Yeah.
Well, keep us posted.
Well,
How about you, Suzanne? Do you know?
My snowman's name is Rocky.
Rocky. Aw. That's so cute. What about you, Joni? Is your snowman's name Marky?
No, Happy.
Happy. I like that. Happy the snowman. Happy
really like the
snowman.
Can Joni hold it up one more time?
So cute. Look at the snow on the fingers. Joni, you just did a really great job. Oh, is that a tongue coming out?
Yeah.
Look at you. So cute.
I love the mouth.
I
Joni,
do too.
that looks like cosmic energy behind your snowman.
He has rosy cheeks. I made mine have rosy cheeks.
Me too.
I noticed that. Yes. Haley, hold yours up. I'm loving those rosy cheeks, you guys. Love.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
Now you can really see.
So cute. That's really cute.
Good texture in there too, Joni. I love it. Did you paint anything, Marky?
No,
No,
Not today.
he made
I
dinner.
made dinner.
He made dinner. Here, he made dinner.
Yum.
Homemade bread.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. That's culinary art. You did well, Marky.
Right.
And how about you, Ginger? Does your snow person have a name? Uh-oh. I think Ginger
Joyful. Her name is Joyful.
Joyful.
That's cute.
Joy is her first name Joy and her last name's Full.
Bread's my art.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that bread.
Yeah.
That looks like somebody's head. It's so big. Okay, Lory is not on, and Donna and Angela, do you guys want to share your names? If you have them, if you don't, it's okay. You get to unmute yourself if you choose. And Laura, I know you're out there too. If you want to come on the screen, go for it. And if not, it's all good. Cool. We're all good. We're gonna I'm gonna post this video tomorrow probably. So if you guys want to rewatch it, or if you want to share it with somebody else that you think might enjoy the lesson, then just look on my Facebook site or my I'll have it up on YouTube probably as well. So yeah, you can join the lesson anytime, but I really appreciate you guys being here live.
Can I see his fingertips up close again, please?
My guy has,
Okay, thank you.
he just has like I put little icicle things on the ends of his fingertips.
Yeah, I just want to see how you did it. It's just kind of smacked on there.
I'm excited to see yours.
Yeah, I didn't paint. All I did was just take the brush and just go plop, plop, plop.
Perfect.
Yeah. Because there's no reason to give it a whole lot of thought.
Yeah.
Snow falls how it falls. Guys,
Well,
I did
we
a
really
great.
appreciate you doing this. This is so much fun. Is this the last one till Christmas?
Yeah, probably. We'll do something for New Year's.
Yes. Ooh.
I don't know what it's going to be yet. I know we've had some requests of different things. I just want to tie it into something that's like new beginning for the new year kind of thing. So it's still in my head. I'm still, I'll know when I know, but it'll be there soon.
Yeah, it's my first paint night from the beginning, so I'm really excited, and I'm just so happy that you continue to do this and
you're so welcome.
your new tips and tricks.
Yeah, right. Anything you can learn or pick up, it's funny. You just little simple things. Sometimes from watching another person, it's like, oh my gosh, I never thought of that. So it's good for us to all share.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we inspire. You're welcome, guys.
I love you.
Love you too. Does anybody have any questions or anything they want to talk about or go over before we log off?
I have one question, Karen.
Yeah.
When you use the toothbrush to spray the paint on your canvas,
yeah,
do you have to have water on it? Is that why mine's not working? You have to have water. You brush wet first and then the paint?
Yeah, just dip your brush in there. I mean, it might still work, but you're going to get globby. So you're what the water does is it gives it the flow and the motion to spray.
Got it. Okay, great. Thanks.
Yeah, and if that's not enough, you can water your paint down a little bit too, so that you have like pretty wet paint. So it kind of depends, on the consistency of your paint, but you'll figure it out.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, of course. I would love
Karen?
to see what yeah.
They're all so cute.
Oh, hi, Pam. I'm like, where are you? I know, aren't they?
I know.
Your
They're
grandkids
just so cute. It's so impressive.
I know, right? We're all like professional snowman builder people. Your grandkids might have fun. If you ever
I know, I was thinking about that.
Yeah. You could just fast forward or slow it down or whatever you need to do for them.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Yeah, kids usually.
And Haley, hi.
Hi, Pam.
Hi, my sweet girl.
I miss you.
I miss you too, and I love you bunches.
Love you.
You sound so good, Pam. You sound like you
I'm getting there.
Yeah, you sound great. Thanks for being here.
I'm happy to. Thanks. I just wanted to compliment everybody.
Did you hear that, you guys? You're getting compliments.
Love you, Pam.
Thank you.
Oh, Angela, I love you. Oh, mwah.
Love you and miss your face.
Hey, Raquel. Big kisses to you. I'll start coughing now.
Uh-oh. That's sweet. Any other questions or sharing before we log off?
Karen, can I ask Ginger how much snow they're predicting back east? Because she's on the East Coast.
Yeah.
12 inches.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Wow. 12 to 20 inches.
12 to 20. Wow. And that's starting tomorrow?
No, it's snowing now.
Oh, okay. You should take your snowman out in the snow and take a picture of him.
I'm good.
I think the snow is interfering with the internet. Oh, but I would love to see, because I know some of you are still working, and just make sure you take your time and enjoy the process and go with your own speed. And I'd love to see your pictures when you're done. Just send them on Facebook or send them to me if you have my number. But it's always fun to, see the whole group of what everybody did, because I don't know, it's just really beautiful. And I think that that's how we learn from each other too, because we inspire one another when we do this. So please share. But if that stresses you out, you don't have to. Okay.
Is that too much white on his nose?
No, that's perfect. Look at that beautiful shadow glow reflection. Don't touch it. It's perfect.
All right.
Love. Love, love, love.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I can stay on a little longer if you guys need me to.
I love you guys. I got a class at 8 o'clock, so I will see you guys later. That was so much fun. Thank you for letting me join in. Bye,
You're so
guys.
welcome. Thanks for being here. Bye. And Cheyenne and Haley, I'm proud of you girls.
We're so happy. We're both really happy with how they came out.
And we're like, wow, we did a great job. We killed it.
All with your advice and guidance.
Yeah, you did kill it. Well, that's not a good word. I don't like that. Did you kill
We
it?
nailed it.
Or advice.
You nailed it.
Oh, I was like, which one? Guidance or advice?
All right.
Melted it.
We melted
it. Some people are worth melting for.
I know.
All right.
We're gonna log off. Guys. Thank you.
Love you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, I'm going to turn it off now. I don't want to, but sleep tight, everybody. Bye, Raquel.
Bye. Thank you.
No problem. Huh?
That was the last one. I didn't even know I was too.
Yeah, that's okay. I know it's being recorded, so I'm gonna turn this off.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.